Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. WWE Friday Night SmackDown will air tomorrow night on the USA Network, and it is bound to be a big show. This edition of the Blue Brand will be the first 3-hour SmackDown, with the program set to remain at that length for the foreseeable future. So far, 2 big matches have been confirmed for the show. Nia Jax will defend her prized world title against Naomi. Meanwhile, new United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura will take on Andrade in a non-title bout. One person not yet confirmed for the big show is Roman Reigns. The tribal chief works a very limited schedule, and as a result of that, only appears on certain episodes of television while missing others. Still, there is a chance that the OTC will indeed appear on the next episode of the Blue Brand. If he does, what might Reigns do? This article will break down a handful of directions for the legendary figure, which could include injuring top names and introducing a brand new title. Below are 4 things Roman Reigns can do on WWE SmackDown this week. 4. He could have another cinematic promo to hype up his next match. As noted, Roman Reigns works a very limited schedule. For example, the former undisputed WWE champion only had 6 matches throughout the entire 2024 year. That averages out to about 1 match every 2 months. While his television appearances are somewhat more frequent, he still doesn't always travel to shows. With that being said, Roman doesn't necessarily need to be at WWE SmackDown to do something on the show. Instead, a cinematic promo can be filmed. Wherever Roman may be, the sports entertainment juggernaut can film a promo where he hypes up his impending match with Solo Sikoa on Raw. Triple H's production team can then edit in extra footage and various B-roll clips to make it feel larger than life and exciting. 3. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa could get into a fight on WWE SmackDown. WWE Monday Night Raw is going to be a massive show on January 6th. This will be the first edition of the Red Brand on Netflix, which is sure to create a lot of interest and potentially new fans of the product. The show is looking to be absolutely stacked, and Roman Reigns will be part of it. He is set to take on Solo Sikoa in a tribal combat rules match. The winner will be deemed the tribal chief of the family and of WWE. Ahead of their big match, the two could go face-to-face on SmackDown and start to brawl. Solo could get the upper hand with the Samoan spike, or Reigns could hit a brutal spear. Regardless of who gets the upper hand, things could get physical on SmackDown tomorrow. 2. He could introduce the Tribal Chief Championship. With Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa set to battle for chiefdom, the famous Ula Fala is up for grabs. The necklace means a lot to the Anoa'i family and has been a key part of WWE lore for over 4 years now. The Ula Fala might not be all the 2 men fight for on WWE Raw, however. There has been speculation that a Tribal Chief Championship could potentially be introduced. This belt, while maybe not a recognized title by the company, would be worn by the winner. On Friday Night SmackDown, Roman Reigns could appear alongside Paul Heyman and officially reveal the belt. He could let Solo know that it is what they are fighting for, adding more interest to their impending match on Monday Night Raw next week. 1. Roman could injure Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. The Bloodline saga has been quite interesting in WWE. Roman Reigns currently leads the OG Bloodline alongside Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn, although they don't seem to be around together full-time. Meanwhile, Solo Sikoa leads the new Bloodline after taking over the group following WrestleMania 40. Official members include Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, with Bronson Reed's status unclear. Unfortunately, both Tonga Loa and Big Bronson are out injured and can't appear on WWE programming for the time being. With that being said, Roman still has to worry about Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. To prevent interference from either star on Monday, Roman might attack both men on SmackDown. The OTC could go after them with chairs and brutally assault both men to ensure that they are injured and thus unable to help Sikoa on Monday. A truly one-on-one bout would be Roman's best chance to overcome Solo, after all. Roman Reigns has been absent from WWE SmackDown since his grueling SummerSlam match, allowing tensions within the bloodline to simmer. This week, the Tribal Chief is rumored to return, and his first move could be a devastating one. Reigns, known for asserting dominance, may target two prominent names, AJ Styles and LA Knight. Styles has been a thorn in the bloodline's side for weeks, challenging their authority and aligning with allies like the OC, the original club. Reigns, seeing Styles as a potential threat to his power, could lay waste to the Phenomenal One in a backstage ambush. Meanwhile, LA Knight has skyrocketed in popularity, garnering crowd support that rivals Reigns' own. This poses a direct challenge to the Tribal Chief's status. A brutal attack on Knight would not only send a message but also eliminate a fan favorite from the equation. Such a move could set up Reigns as the ultimate villain, ensuring that anyone who dares challenge him pays a hefty price. These injuries wouldn't be random acts of violence, they'd be calculated moves to weaken SmackDown's roster and cement Reigns' control. However, targeting two fan favorites could lead to unexpected consequences, such as a locker room revolt or the rise of new challengers seeking vengeance. WWE SmackDown has been buzzing with speculation about a new championship. With the World Heavyweight title firmly established on Raw, SmackDown may introduce its counterpart, a title that fills the gap left by the sporadic defenses of Reigns' undisputed WWE Universal Championship. This new title could be positioned as a workhorse championship, akin to the classic Intercontinental title's legacy, but with modern stakes. Wrestlers like Bobby Lashley, Rey Mysterio, or even emerging stars like Santos Escobar could vie for this prize, giving mid-card and main event talents a clear path to glory. The introduction of a new championship would also allow WWE to address the imbalance in title opportunities. SmackDown's growing roster demands the platform where multiple wrestlers can shine. Imagine a high-stakes tournament culminating at a premium live event, with a mix of veterans and newcomers battling for the inaugural championship. Such a move could elevate SmackDown, keeping it competitive with Raw while providing fans with fresh matchups. The Bloodline has run roughshod over SmackDown for years, but AJ Styles and the OC are poised to change that narrative. After weeks of animosity, the OC could take matters into their own hands, launching a preemptive strike on Reigns and his remaining allies. This scenario could unfold with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows ambushing Solo Sikoa, isolating the Enforcer from Reigns. Meanwhile, Styles could cut a scathing promo targeting the Tribal Chief, accusing him of cowardice for relying on underhanded tactics and only defending his title sporadically. This feud could lead to a high-stakes tag match, with Styles and the OC squaring off against Reigns and Solo. Adding to the intrigue, Jey Uso's return or interference could swing the momentum, leaving fans guessing whether he's fully severed ties with the Bloodline or still tied to his family. Retribution from the OC could also highlight the faction's potential, reminding fans of their dominance in Japan and WWE's early years. This feud might elevate all parties involved, especially if it culminates in a show-stealing match at an upcoming pay-per-view. The Judgment Day has been making waves on Raw, but their influence could extend to SmackDown. With Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio riding high, an invasion of SmackDown would further their quest for dominance. The Judgment Day's arrival could disrupt Reigns' plans, creating an unexpected alliance or rivalry. Priest, as Mr. Money in the Bank, might even tease a cash-in on Reigns, adding tension to the storyline. Alternatively, Ripley could target the Bloodline's internal dynamics, using mind games to sow discord between Reigns and Solo. This invasion would also open the door for SmackDown superstars to step up, forming alliances to counter the Raw faction's threat. Imagine a dream match between the Judgment Day and a SmackDown team featuring Styles, Knight, and Edge. Such a storyline could blur brand lines, leading to a Survivor Series showdown or other interbrand clashes. It would also reinforce WWE's narrative that no superstar or faction is untouchable, keeping fans engaged with unpredictable twists. This week's SmackDown has the potential to be a game-changer. Whether through Roman Reigns asserting his dominance by sidelining two major names, the introduction of a new championship, or the rise of faction warfare, the blue brand is poised to deliver must-watch television. Fans will tune in, not just for the action but for the seismic shifts that could shape WWE's future.